Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a bit of a different video. I think I say I'm going to be doing a bit of a different video every single time, but this time it actually is. I've not done like a sit down video like this for a long time. Yeah, so the reason I'm doing this video is because I've actually watched a lot of videos like this. I personally find them quite interesting. To a lot of you it won't be interesting and it won't be relevant, so if you don't want to watch then that is personal preference. Today I'm just going to be talking about my personal experience with migraines. I've suffered from migraines for as long as I can remember really. I first went to the doctors with them about, I can't remember the first time I went to the doctors with them, but I was diagnosed about 8 years ago formally. The first time I was given medication was 8 years ago. 7 or 8 years ago. I think it was 2012 or 2012. 2012 was the first time I was given medication for them. How old was I in 2012? 14? Yeah, so I'm 22 now, so I was about 14 then, I think. So my dad suffers with migraines as well. We've always suffered with them as far as we know, but we thought they were just like we were just putting up with them for as long as we could remember really. I mean, I've got quite bad eyesight, so I thought that they were just like, it was just really bad eye strain, and I was under like the opticians, like it wasn't the opticians, it was like a special eye clinic, and I had to have patching and stuff in my eyes, and that was when I was quite young, so I was obviously a bit confused and thought it was probably just my eyes, but it wasn't, it was migraines. So yeah, so I'm just going to talk about the types of medications I've been on, what happens and like when I get migraines, what medications have worked, what medications haven't, the types of side effects I've had, are they working, have they worked, whatever. The first medication I think I ever went on for migraines, so I have a preventative medication which most people do have if they suffer more than, I don't know, I think it's like 4 a month, which to me like doesn't sound like a lot, but if I say that to somebody, wow, 4 migraines a month's a lot, like they think that's a lot, like, because it is a lot. Like if you think about it, 4 migraines, let me just put that straight, migraines, because some people say to me, oh, you're always moaning that you've got a headache, because if you're a migraine sufferer you know the pain, because like the actual physical pain, but no, you know the pain of people thinking you're always complaining, because like I don't always say, oh, I've got a migraine, like starting. I always say, oh, I've just got a headache, because like if you say you got a migraine, people just think you're being dramatic, but like when you truly do suffer with migraines, like you just know, like you understand what I mean. So I think the first medication I went on was, I think it was verapamil or something. I think that's something to do with hearts. Now I think I was only about 14 or 15 when I first started that one, and I don't remember that one very well. I don't know if that one worked, I don't know if it didn't. So I remember being on that one and I don't remember if it worked or not. So don't have much experience on that. If you do, honestly, any of these medications, leave them in the comments below your experiences, because genuinely I'm dead interested in every single one of them. Second medication, I can't remember what it was called. Not very useful, I know. The third medication, Topiramate, I can't pronounce things for the life of me. So that was the third one I ever went on. I think I was 16 when I went on that one. And the funny thing is, I'm actually on that one again now. Now this one is a complete battle with me. Now you might know what, if you're on this one, I've not had the weight loss side effect, which is a bit annoying, so I know a lot of people lose a lot of weight on this one. I haven't had that, unfortunately. I have lost weight, but I was losing weight before I was on it anyway, so yeah. No, it didn't work for me, the weight loss. No, the thing is with Topiramate is my head is literally feels brain dead a lot of the time. Like I'm trying to think and I'm just like, what the hell are you on about? Like it just doesn't, things don't register with me. Like I don't know, I feel like completely and utterly dumb sometimes. I mean, yeah, I probably am a bit dumb now and then, but honestly I think it's the medication, and it's so frustrating because now if you've been on like a preventative migraine medication for a long time, you probably feel the same way, but I don't know whether they actually help me anymore, because I've been on that many different ones, but I also haven't not been on one. I also haven't not been on one since I was about 14, so I don't know what it was like before, but I do think they do something. They must do. I probably get a month, at least, in a good month, 7 or 8 migraines in a good month, I'd say. No, I'd say in a good month, I'd probably get 6. At least 6 a month, I'd say. Now, I have Severity. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong again. I've not looked up the pronunciations of things, I mean, you know. I have the tablet form and I have the nasal spray form. It depends on my mood, which one I take. Whatever I feel is going to work better at the time. I mean, I don't know which one's better for me. I mean, I think the tablets do work better, but then sometimes I feel like the nasal sprays work better. I don't know. Leave your experience down below what you think. So before Topiramate, I was on Propranolol, which is the beta blocker, the beta blockers, and now I do think that these did help me in regards to migraines, and I do think they chilled me out a bit as well. The only thing is they made me put on quite a bit of weight, and I know it is a side effect of them because my dad is on those as well, and they made him put on weight, but he needed to put on weight. I mean, I'm not, you know, it's not like a huge problem that I put on weight, but to me personally, it was a big problem to me that I put on weight. It made me really unhappy. And also another problem was that when I was on them, I couldn't lose it. I couldn't lose not even a pound. Like, I was sticking to a very strict diet. I couldn't lose even 1 pound. I'm not sure why, but as soon as I came off, not as soon as I came off them, but when I'd been off them for about, I don't know, a month and a half, I started losing the weight. So for some reason, it made me retain the weight. I think it worked in regards to migraine, but in other aspects, it didn't agree with me. So I had to wave goodbye to that one. Obviously, I avoid certain like trigger foods. You know, we do what we can. I don't have too much chocolate, I don't have too much cheese. I try and drink as much water as I can. I mean, people say, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But like, if you're gonna get a migraine, in my opinion, for me personally, I'm gonna get a migraine. There's nothing I can actually do about it. I'm just gonna get it, you know? The only thing is, like, if I don't catch it in time, like, it's awful. I mean, I've been in situations where I've not had my tablets, you know, the Severity on me, and I've been in situations where I've been driving, and I know that sounds really awful, but I've been on a long car journey and I've not been able to pull over because I've been on a motorway. Now, that sounds really bad, but I would never put somebody else in danger. I know that sounds like it is dangerous, but I would never put someone else in danger, and I would maintain my focus as truly hard as possible. It may be killing me in that moment, but I know that I'm not putting anyone else in danger, because I just know personally, like, I know that I'm not, and I had to drive to get off the motorway anyway. But I've been in situations where I've projectile vomited over the wheel because it's killed me that bad. Like, I mean, I'm sure you've probably been through the same, and then by the time you've pulled over, you feel so awful that a tablet's not going to work at that point. And maybe you've been in a situation where you've left, like, or you've had a migraine for so long, like, that you've considered going to hospital, or, I mean, you probably have been to hospital. I mean, sometimes I've never actually done it because I've honestly felt like, because I know what it is, I felt like it's not a good enough reason. That sounds like such the wrong, like, the complete and utter wrong phrase, but I feel like the reason, it's just not substantial enough to me. But I think sometimes I truly have needed to go and get, like, the injection version of, like, Severity or something, because, or whatever way they do it, because it just hasn't. I've had one for about 2 weeks before, and honestly, and the thing is, like, when you've had so many, like, Severity or you felt so bad for so long, it just has such a bad effect on, like, your mentality. You feel awful. You feel absolutely and utterly awful. And people don't realise, like, people just think you're complaining over nothing. And to be honest, I do put a front on. I put a massive front on, and people just think, oh, you've just got a headache. It's not a headache. Like, I might just be, like, people say, oh, well, when you've got a migraine, you have to go and lie in a dark room. Yeah, it would be absolutely perfect if you could go and lie in a dark room every single time you had one, but it's not always possible, you know? And I mean, I'm not going to be curling up in a ball in front of loads of people. Like, it's just not possible, is it? So it's hard to explain to people who don't suffer with them. I mean, people who are watching this, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to be watching this, maybe no one's watching it, but I know that you will understand that. And I just want to know other people's experiences, like, truly interested. I did sign up for, I'm not really allowed to say anything about it, I don't think, but I didn't end up going through with it anyway. But I did sign up for a clinical trial. It was to do with, it wasn't to do with the, I can't remember what the medication's called, but you know, the injections, what you have every few months. It wasn't that, and that's what I wanted, really. And that isn't available in the UK as of yet. It's available in Scotland on the NHS, but it's not in the UK on the NHS yet. But I would actually kill for it. Like, not actually, but you know, like, I would really appreciate it. But that is the next step. I really would. Me and my dad are just like praying that we can get that soon, because if that worked, it'd be an absolute lifesaver. I mean, those daily tablets that we have to take, well, like, I think that just has such an impact on you as well. I'm going to take a tablet every single day just for a migraine, to prevent a migraine, and not knowing whether that really works, and then having all these side effects of them. Like, it's just like that foggy brain feeling of the Topiramate as well. It's just so frustrating, you know? But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share a bit of my experience. I mean, it's a bit all over the show, this, but I kind of just wanted to put it out there because I wanted to open up a bit of a conversation. So if you suffer with migraines, then leave below your experiences and whatever medications you, oh, I've just realised I've tried amitriptyline as well. I don't know why I forgot that, but that also made me gain weight. That as well, like, that is so good for sleep. Like, it really does help with sleep, and I was becoming dependent on that for sleeping. It didn't help, I don't think. I think it helped me sleep because I'm a terrible sleeper as well, but that's about the only thing it really helped with. I don't think it prevented migraines at all, and I was on such a low dosage of it. I think it was about 20 milligrams, that it truly didn't, it just didn't help. I know that that didn't help, so I came off that. And I was on that actually at the same time as the Propranolol, and it just, I was basically using that as an excuse just to sleep, and it was just not good. So I came off that. So yeah, I tried amitriptyline as well. Sorry, it just popped into my head as I was about to end the video. I've tried one more as well, but I just can't remember what that one was called, because that was back when I tried the Verapamil ones, and I don't think I would have been on it for very long. I think it was only a couple of months. So, but yeah, leave your experiences in the comments below. If you want to check out my other videos, then feel free to click on my channel and also subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.